Let's talk about documentation that may or may not be needed depending on who you are and the type of loan you're doing. So I'm going to call this, if applicable, supporting documentation. So if applicable, meaning depends on the loan type you're doing, depends on who you are, what you have, but these are some good examples of things to at least prepare for if these are applicable to you. So for example, if you're not a resident of the United States or a citizen, pardon me, of the United States, maybe you got a visa or something of that nature, then please have that residency information available. We will need that. Another could be like if you're a veteran, we would need, like if you're doing a VA loan, it's going to require like a COE. So most of the times we can go get the COE for you, but we do need your DD 214 a lot of times to get that done. So that's good. If you're doing Texas vet and we want to use, some disability or something like that, then again, they're going to have some paperwork filled out and your DD 214 and all that other fun stuff. So we'll walk you through that process, but that's just some of the examples about the general documentation that's needed from an income doc, right? So beyond just the normal W-2 payroll, salary type stuff, for types of income we often see would be like Social Security income. So in that case, an awards letter is certainly helpful. Every once in a while, if you could say, okay, show us the bank statement, we can use, if we see the Social Security deposit, we can look at that. If you got pensions or annuities, we'd need that. If you're switching jobs, you're getting a new job, an offer letter that's executed, that has all the terms outlined of what you're going to get, and then no contingencies, like you're not subject to a drug test. It has to be like you're hired. So that would be good. And a relo, if you're doing relocation, we need the reload companies, information to see if they're not paying for stuff, whatever that may be. If you're a recent college grad, we maybe need a college transcript for a 2-year job history. Because if you haven't been working for 2 years, we maybe, just need those transcripts. Other things would be like legal documents, like stuff like if you're divorced or if you've had a bankruptcy or foreclosure, short sale, anything like that, to where it's like if there's something that relates to credit or to liabilities, like a child support agreement, if there's a separation agreement, things like that that have obligations, we're going to need those executed documents, not just like the unsigned or a copy of it. Need to see the executed version. Power of attorneys, if you're not going to be present, we're going to need to see it. And I'll put a link in here about power of attorneys. There's rules about how to do a power of attorney. That's not what this video's purpose is about, but those are some of the if applicable things. So if any of those things apply to you, right? So again, it's just stuff that you may be like, oh yeah, of course I owe that. But again, make sure you're bringing that up to let us know what is applicable. Bankruptcy, we should be asking that question. The loan application will certainly ask you, but please bring that up, be forthcoming. We will find out in the mortgage industry. So the earlier you help us detect that stuff, the more time we have to deal with it. If I've seen folks try to get cute and not tell us, I'm telling you, the mortgage industry will figure it out. So let's talk about it now and address it as opposed to us discovering it later on in the 11th hour and creating a headache for everyone. If you have questions, if you're not sure, if there's something else that may be applicable to you, please reach out to the Mortgage Mark team. We are here to help. And as always, when you think mortgage, think Mark.